Cannot make this stuff up. Millionaires will be made.
I ain't gonna give in now. I just gotta live this now. I'm gonna beam and I'ma kill this stuff real quick. I'ma go take it to town, cause I gotta be that king in their beam and I'm knocking them out when I'm back with the whip. Cause I am just up on the journey. Just know that I'm just going insane.
Warriors, rise. Grand rising. Good evening, warriors all over the world. You can't make this stuff up. I'm going to share with you guys some stuff that's just unbelievable. It's almost like we're watching the Truman Show. So I'm going to break this stuff down for you. My name is Coach JV. What I do is I make the macro and microeconomic complex situations very, very simple. We've been doing this since 2020. We have thousands of YouTube videos, so much amazing information out there for you to make an informed decision. I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I'm just taking my 10 years of banking experience, over 10 years of banking experience, going to CBA Executive Banking School and understanding banking at a deep level. I spend about 8 to 9 hours a day researching this stuff. I'm absolutely obsessed with the inner workings of our economy and looking at patterns. I'm a generator. I have a logical circuit. I go forward, I build safety, and I come back and teach. That's basically what I do. And so inside our Warrior Academy, we have 7 days for free in 2023. So if you click the description of this video down below, if you want a team member to actually reach out to you so you can ask questions, we now have a physical team member that will reach out to you. So what you do is you apply for the private coaching, fill out the application. They'll qualify to see if you're able to coach with me privately, or they'll give you the information to help you get into the Warrior Academy 7 days for free in 2023. Or you can jump right in by clicking the link and dive right in. Okay, so let's dive right into this video. I can't make this stuff up. I just can't. Okay, so I've been taking you guys on this journey. Now, my stuff that I do as a YouTuber isn't that exciting, right? It's not, these huge parabolic moves and blah, 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 blah. But what you're experiencing right now is a fake out. It's a complete fake out. It's going to follow the same Bitcoin halving cycle. What's going to happen in 2024? The printing machine's turned off, okay? Financial printing machine is turned off. We're in a transition where the banking system now is getting ready for on-demand liquidity. Not getting ready. They are ready. They're working to switch now. FedNow services will be linked up with your local bank very, very soon in 2023. Okay, they're switching the system to on-demand liquidity, blockchain technology. We're moving from Web 2.0 to Web 3.0. Behind the scenes, that's happening right now. The FDIC is getting ready for bail-ins, okay? It's basically when the banks bail in, okay, because there's a massive liquidity crisis. Now, interesting enough, there's some players that keep moving around the game. Let's take a step back. Okay, in 2020, Brian Brooks, the head legal counsel for Coinbase, leaves Coinbase to go be part of the not CFTC, that does our currencies. Basically, he allowed federally chartered banks and thrifts. Oh gosh, CFTC, right? Futures, CFTC, the head of the CFTC. So SEC, CFTC. Anyways, so Brian Brooks leaves the head legal counsel to go consult for a government agency, right? So he allows federally chartered thrifts to custody your cryptocurrency, okay? Then he goes and leaves and consult for a cryptocurrency fund again. So he leaves head legal counsel of Coinbase to consult for us, for the government, and then he allows federally chartered and thrifts to custody your cryptocurrency. Okay, so you can look this stuff up. Then Jay Clayton, who was the head of the SEC, on December 20th, initiates a case against Ripple, okay, a regulated company that works with regulated banks, a case around Xrp being traded as security. Now, here we are in 2023, and this is where I can't make this stuff up. So now we have Levelfield, CEO. They're working to become the first FDIC-insured institution to offer crypto services. So we're going to listen to this video. Then I'm going to take you through Levenfield, and I'm going to take you through the stuff that you just can't make up. Check this out.
Services. Joining us now with more is Gene Grant. He's the chairman and CEO of Levelfield Financial. Gene, welcome to the show. So, guess starting off, what is the significance of this acquisition and what it would mean for the crypto industry?
Well, first, good morning, and great question. We think that when we combine the world of crypto with banking, we can really push forward adoption here in the United States. One of the biggest areas of contention that we hear from everybody who participates in the digital asset industry are the problems associated with moving fiat from fiat to crypto and back and forth. And one of the great things about having an FDIC-insured vehicle is that we can combine both the traditional checking accounts along with all the traditional banking products and services with the ability for customers to buy and sell certain selected digital assets and have them all held within safe custody within that highly regulated vehicle. And we think that's going to be a game changer for adoption here in the United States.
All right, so that's great. But, previously FTX US and Gemini Earn customers felt their assets were safe because those exchanges emphasized connections to being FDIC insured. That ended up not being the case. So what is being protected here?
So I don't think it's fair to talk about FTX in any way other than if you use the words fraud and criminal activity. In my opinion, FTX has nothing to do with crypto and everything to do with, if John Ray's to believe, not even an intelligent fraud, but a fraud from the beginning. Gemini Earn, slightly different situation, but it appears to be a case of Gemini trying to have their cake and eat it too by passing through credit risk to their customers without disclosing the full nature of that credit risk. So these are very, very different circumstances than to have a fully regulated chartered bank offering products and services here in the United States.
Okay, so important. Sorry, Brian Brooks, I looked it up. OCC, Operation of Currency Control. So he left the head legal counsel of Coinbase to become head of the OCC to allow your banks, federally thrifts and charters, to custody your crypto. Now, this gentleman said something very powerful that I've been saying for a long time. FTX basically was a Ponzi scheme. Okay, so is our financial system. But Gemini, all these other things, basically, they over-leveraged, right? So he's talking about these regulated financial institutions that can have a pass-through account to your crypto account. Remember, cryptocurrency companies now have to have a master account with the Federal Reserve, the central bank. This has all been happening behind the scenes. So Levenfield is playing the first move in having an FDIC-insured institution to offer cryptocurrencies. He's not saying that your crypto will be FDIC-insured, but the first FDIC-insured institution to offer cryptocurrency. Okay, now remember, Ripple is a regulated institution. I guarantee, in my humble opinion, that Ripple will end up becoming a bank. So here's Levenfield. Basically, they purchased a large company, a large bank, an FDIC-insured bank. So they have, this is their services here. Okay, this is their trading platform. They are part of the American Banker Association. A lot of the institutions are, so that's not anything abnormal. Okay, so this American Banker Association, they're all moving towards cryptocurrency. Okay, now here's where things, you can't make this stuff up. Okay, so this is important to understand. Remember, Jay Clayton initiated the case against Ripple and the SEC, left right after he initiated the case with Ripple and the SEC. Okay, that has lasted for 2 years, which is crazy. Right after that, 3 days later, he announces his leaving the SEC and goes consults for a cryptocurrency fund. Okay, now this was announced while you guys were all looking this way on January 28, 2022. I had no idea in January that Jay Clayton, former SEC chairman, was added to the board of directors for the FDIC, the insurance for your banks. Okay, Jay Clayton, let's just, okay, now January 2022, so 2020, he initiates a case against Ripple. He leaves to consult for cryptocurrency funds. Okay, goes 2021, we have a bull run. By 2022, he's initiated on the board of directors for FDIC that insures your institutional deposits, that is preparing for a bail-in. And here's the beginning of that meeting where we showed those clips where they announced him as his first meeting on January 2023, when they're getting ready to discuss bail-ins and how they're going to do this.
First, this will be their first meeting. Jay Clayton, the former chairman of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Margaret Tayar, a partner in...
You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. Jay Clayton, former SEC chairman. This guy's all over the place. He's all over the place. SEC Jay Clayton joins Crypto Investment Electric Capital as advisor. Just type in how many boards this guy is on that are connected to cryptocurrency or connected to the financial system. You don't think this is all interconnected? We got Levenfield going to be the first FDI, working to become the first FDI insured institution to offer crypto. Okay, that doesn't mean they're going to insure your crypto. institution to offer crypto. Okay. You got Jay Clayton, who's in cryptocurrency. Okay. You have Bill Hinman, who left, who was part of the SEC, who's in cryptocurrency. Brian Brooks, who was the head legal counsel of the OCC, Operation of Currency Control, cryptocurrency. You can't make this stuff up, guys. So here you go. So this is Jay Clayton on CNBC talking about cryptocurrency. Listen to what he says in his first line.
In an op-ed in the Wall Street Journal yesterday, Clayton says that reaching a consensus for regulation is critical to modernize the global financial infrastructure. Actually, it's today's because I've got it in my hand right now. Jay, let's talk about this. There has been so much frustration with why it's taking so long to get a regulatory framework for cryptocurrencies.
How ironic is that? She's asking the man, there's been so much frustration why it's taking so long to get regulatory framework for the cryptocurrency industry. She's asking the guy who actually initiated the case against Ripple that has taken almost 2 years. You don't think this is planned out?
What the heck is going on?
Good morning, Becky. And the op-ed that you referenced is an effort to do just that. Say why is this so hard? And look, there's a number of factors. And I think if we understand those factors, we're going to do a better job of moving forward, which we need to do. I'll start at the end, which is the technology underlying the crypto, what I would say revolution, to use a loaded word, is going to come to finance. It's so compelling from an efficiency standpoint and a certainty standpoint that it's going to come. The problem is, how do we get there? And there's a lot of factors that have driven difficulty with this. One is pure emotion. And people on both sides of this debate have plenty of evidence. There's been plenty of fraud, and Chair Gensler is right. There's been plenty of non-compliance. There've been lots of losses. People, on the other hand, see the power of this technology, the network effects. They're dug in too. And how do we break that logjam? Well, we recognize what's driving this, and there's a couple of things there. One is raising money for ventures in the U.S. is largely an institutional exercise. We raise money for growth companies from institutions, not from individuals. Crypto tried to raise money from individuals. We also...
Boom. He just nailed it right there. He just told you the game plan. He said, we don't want the individuals getting involved. The money's supposed to come from the institution. He just told you. He said cryptocurrency is here. Finance is here. So the gentleman that just said that is part of the FDIC board now that is getting ready for bail-ins for the banks. He is part of cryptocurrency firms. He consults for them. Bill Hinman, who is part of the SEC, consults for Andreessen Horowitz, $2.2 billion crypto fund. Brian Brooks, head legal counsel of the Coinbase, came to the OCC to allow your banks to federally charter cryptocurrency. You need to understand the game, family. It is here to stay. He just said it. There's these, 2023 was a fraud. They let you know that cryptocurrency is a fraud. There's fraud in the American dollar. There's fraud in fiat currency. There's fraud in everything. He just said it. Institutions need to be involved in this stuff, not the individuals getting rich. Okay. We don't want the individuals getting rich. We want to stay with the institutions, with the top 1%. And a Cantillon effect, it comes down to you guys. So here's what's going to happen in the next 24 months, next 12 months specifically. There's going to be a lot of volatility. The middle class is going to get moved down to the working poor. People are going to start losing their jobs in Q3, Q4. It's going to get really ugly. The printing machine's turned off in America. And then what's going to happen is going to get so bad that they're going to bring you a digital dollar or some type of assistance through a FedNow services, and they're going to turn the printing machine back on in 2024. Okay, they're going to start to cool down interest rates because once the printing machine comes back on, they'll bring interest rates down. There'll be a big pump in the crypto markets or the asset markets. It'll be a nice little bull run. And if you don't have an exit plan in place, you don't understand intrinsic value of investing, you're going to go up and go down like everybody else. So make sure you have a game plan, warriors. So unbelievably important. Make sure you're around the right people that are non-emotional and understand how to be an intelligent investor. It's extremely important. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. Everything you need, description down below. We'd love to see you inside the Academy. 7 days for free in 2023. They're telling you the game, warriors. I'm just presenting facts, figures, numbers, logic. As we always say, warriors, rise. Get your shit together. Let's go.